Oh man, what a horrible day, and my teeth are still traveling. So I've just got this constant, like, tooth grinding pain. That's lovely. I could use some goji berries to chew on, I'll tell you that. So thanks again, Pete's Pressure Washing from Florida, USA, for donating last donation round. Let's have a look into goji berries, like I said I wanted to for one of your videos. I studied these years ago when the whole health movement, was starting up, and David Wolf was bringing this into all the shops, right? He was the same dude that is the reason everybody uses the NutriBullet and the whole blending revolution. He really made coconut oil, cacao, goji berries, those three very famous around the world, and some other things, but mostly those three. And I just saw the integration into all the health shops, right? And this was all around the eschaton, of course, around the end of history, which is interesting that the superfoods, came then, as you would expect it. This is pretty cool. For me, that's another confirmation that the eschaton occurred, because eschaton is like a heightening and ascensive period as well, not just end. It doesn't just mean end, because eschatology made by organic portals, they'll just see everything, in the 3D, and they'll just say eschaton means end, but it means more than that. It's got ascension like embedded in it, in the notion of eschaton. The heightening at the end, you know what I mean? The making it to the concrescence at the end, the best at the end. Like, you don't start from there, you know what I mean? So it's another thing that reveals the eschaton did happen, anyway. And then especially because, if that was not an eschaton, like a quick up to discover gojis, like, we would be growing them. We'd figure out we'd want them like this picture fresh. But instead, we just barely got it into, supermarkets. Just barely, right? And same with coconut oil and hemp seed. Anyway, I just remember listening to David Wolf talk about them a lot, and he was pretty much mostly responsible for them just becoming ubiquitous everywhere. Like, all the people that went to his health shows, they would have all had health shops and stuff. There was a lot of practitioners there and stuff, you know what I mean? This was at like the Hilton Hotel in California, or whatever, stuff like that. So it wasn't a small sort of thing. I don't know, I used to just love his talks. They were definitely pushing the epistemological edge. Anyway, so let's have a look here. Just what Google says: antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, immunostimulating, anti-diabetic, neuroprotective, anti-cancer, prebiotic, and anti-obesogenic effects. Pretty good. Let's have a look. It's from NCBI or PubMed. No, wait, hold on. Am I thinking of something else? Anyway, let's have a look into what they summarize here. Obviously, it's best to have them fresh. It's interesting they're in the Solanaceae family, with the tomatoes and deadly nightshade. Oh, what? There's black gojis. Bro, gotta have a look at those. No way. Nice. I wonder if they're better. I didn't even know about them. Black gojis. Oh, that's interesting. I might make this the thumbnail. Hopefully they don't copyright it, but Because I've never seen black goji berries before. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about the vitamins in there. They do have vitamins A and C, and I mean, that's good. From vitamin C you get adrenaline somehow, but notice that that occurs. I don't know how. I haven't found anybody who knows how. They rosebuds there. Oh yeah. And then they've got also mulberries. Anyway, black goji berry, that's interesting. $200? What? Does that say $200 in stock? They treat heart disease, menstrual disorders, eyesight correction, and as an anti-hypertensive. That's how they've been used. Jingzhu Benkawa. Hey, my name's in there. And so from Tibetan medical linguistics here, Sibu Yoa Dian. Oh, that's interesting. Because those, you know, when they have their little phrases like that, it always carries like energy if you say it correct, and you can feel where that goes in the body. Alright, let's have a look. $200, man. That's what the fuck. Ooh, 184. What a special. What, for the bowl? Fuck, for 1 kilogram. Jesus, man. See, this is the part that pisses me off about the whole superfood revolution. It just got taken by the organic portals, right? The spiritless humans that have no light body. And, you know, they don't know what to do. They're wayless. You know what I mean? And they don't know the difference. They're not sensitive. They can't pick the difference between it fucking dried and fresh, I bet. They're half retarded. But, yeah, this is what they always do. Like, this is what they've done with the superfood revolution, right? Dumbed it down and just made it, like, monetized. Like, I understand monetizing stuff, you know, to empower it. Unfortunately, because we're in a money system, right? It empowers something, but that's not really, you know, what I'm taking into consideration. I'm trying to say, like, they just dumb it down, and they'll always make it like worth money, but it really doesn't have to be this expensive. To be spending hundreds of dollars on some berries is fucking ridiculous, right? You can feel that as just a human body. You're like, what? I'm not going to pay hundreds. They grow off fucking trees like crazy. Have you ever been to a berry bush? Right, they're pretty abundant, right? So it's not natural to be paying fucking $200 even for a kilogram. It's just like, you know, I understand people gather it and this, that, and the other, but still. Let's have a look at the pharmacological properties. Black wolfberry, polysaccharides, anthocyanins. So these are like black pigments, dark pigments in stuff. And that just means sugar, complex sugar. Remember, a polysaccharide though is on the way to an oil, right? Nature starts with simple sugars first, and then it works its way through the chains. That's why it's a poly. And then it becomes like this gel. That's why it's like a poly. But that's on the way to an oil. So here it's saying only 11 gram protein. We know it's more from every other assay that I've read. It's always more than 11. I'm pretty sure it's like 20, 25. So 11.5 grams, I don't know about that. I'd have to say that it's higher. Or am I thinking of the wrong thing? Well, we'll go back and we'll see. Hold on, yeah, I just want to quickly check. Oh god, now I've gone way too far back. That's right, we can go back there again. Just wanted to check with this one. This one says 4 grams? What the fuck? Right, maybe I was wrong. I'm thinking of something else. Right, let's go back to black Goji Berry. Fuck, I put it here then. Alright, back to the article. Sorry, I just wanted to check what the other sources were saying. I think I'm thinking of spirulina or something with 20 to 25 grams. Because now I remember the other day it said 14 actually in the other video. So below 15, that's interesting. Because it was one of the things that I was trying to replace meat with. When I went vegan, I was eating a lot of goji berries. Because I thought they were higher in protein, I swear. Carotenoids, so these are like antioxidants. Tannin, phenol. I don't know which one's the anti-cancer. I don't know if they mean the phenol or the glycoside, the polyphenolic glycoside. Yeah. Let's have a look at this one. Phenylpropanate. Transinamic acid. Ammonia lysa. Well, that's not exactly it. Oh, it is this one. Look at that. Because it says chemopreventative. Wait, hold on. Is that the same thing as anti-cancerous? It's not, is it? Hold on, let's have a look. Yeah, so anti-cancerous. Because it's chemopreventative. Yeah, alright, cool. Learned that new thing. Chemopreventative is anti-cancer. Alright, so that's what they do. So that's these things. They're the anti-cancer. Why do we want this? Tyrosine inhibitory of properties. Kinase. Tyrosine kinase inhibitors are targeted therapy. To treat cancer. Right. So that's another way of saying anti-cancerous. Apparently. Anti-radiation? I mean, it's got to be good if it's anti-radiation. Fuck. Every time I see that written in a food, you know, that's what you want. Immunomodulatory, that's great. Yeah, so these are like really, and look, organ protective. I mean, these are big things. Anti-aging. It's not just anti-inflammatory. You know, you always read like about herbs and stuff, and they're like almost every herb's anti-inflammatory. You know what I mean? They probably all are. And anti-aging and anti-cancer and organoprotective anti-radiation. Yeah, man. So that little kid, man, like he was just like rolling his, he just came right here next to me, bro, like right here, and started rolling his little fucking car there. That little kid that you just saw, he started to roll his car on the fucking trash bin. Fuck's sake, man, these organic portals. Like right when I'm in a high vibe, that shit happens. How funny is this? You know how often this happens, the gang stalking during like the food plant teaching series? Like, it's just amazing. As soon as I get into like high vibe mode, in comes little fucking devilinoids every time. It's amazing. And they can be kids or adults, can't they? Fucking demons, man. Well, that's interesting. And LRM consumption helps prevent fatigue, obesity, diabetes, and influenza virus infections. Biological mechanism. Interleukin. I remember that word. Yeah, so what's it called? Necrosis factor alpha. And interleukin, and what's it called? It was NKFP or something, nuclear factor kappa or something, and this is similar. They're talking about the same stuff here, because I see the kappa here as well. So as far as I remember, that's like an inflammation marker, which if Goji Berry turns it off is literally anti-aging, because if you have histamine, fucking this NFK, this kappa necrosis factor or whatever it's called. I've seen this in other videos. We've talked about this before a few years ago. I remember it coming up. But this means that it's like super anti-aging, because it's turning off the inflammation marker, so you won't even get the inflammation. You might say, well, isn't that like an ignorant way? Like, yeah, but it's not like you're eating bread and then you need inflammation marker to come in. What this is doing is going in and cleaning up anything that's existing. So you might have just inflammation markers going around the body too much because you're eating shit food, you know what I mean? So if you're eating the goji berry, what it's saying is it's going to come in and it's going to stop that, it's going to clean that factor up. All the I don't know about substance P, I don't know about histamine, but it is saying it for the NFK, or whatever it's called, nuclear factor kappa or some shit, which looks like that's what they're talking about here, because it's tumor necrosis, and then they've got kappa down here as well in the nuclear. So yeah, I'm sure that's that. I'm not guessing. I'm sure that's what they're talking about. They've just written it differently because fucking science is hardcore. So yeah, that's basically what that's saying. It's saying, you know, it's gonna turn off the inflammation marker, which is gonna stop cell senescence and true aging. So it's like true anti-aging, and it's cleaning it up. Like I said, like you'll have these things just running. This will be in your body running right now. You'll have this NFK, histamine markers, substance P, other inflammation markers. You'll have them just running in the body, and so when you eat something like this goji berry, it cleans that up. Again, that's huge. So it's like, this is all like high level stuff. It's not just like vitamin A, vitamin B, you know what I mean? Right, so let's have a look what this one says. I don't know what the fuck this word is. it's going to be fat, to do with fat. Right, age pigment. I was wrong, so it's a pigment, or it might be related to fats, you never know, because that lipo. Anyway, lysosomes, forgotten what that is, don't know what that is. Membrane enclosed organelle. Alright, so it's an organelle. Autofluorescent? What? Natural emission of light. Oh. Right, so there's something going on with the light emission of your face. Very interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if organic portals get more of these than someone with a light body. I'm just thinking stuff like that right now. Sorry, there was an ant on the screen. That's why the screen moved. Such as neurons and cardiac mark. Okay, let's have a look what this one is. Muscle cells, radio. Right, age pigment. So it stops this age pigment. That was that word. God, sorry. That was that word. Studies have also reported that LRM extracts. What's LRM? Is that just the name of the goji berry? Yeah, okay. Okay, so it can lower serum aging markers such as advanced glycation and end products, AGEs. That's funny, right? They've termed it AGEs, and it literally is things that age you. And age-related gene, age 1, expression. So even a gene. So apparently, and improve amino acid metabolism. Yeah, so that's a very important thing, because this is why I keep saying, like, I find it funny that whey protein is in the gym, and even sometimes stevia oil, you know, will be a flavoring, but I don't see hemp in a drink. Man, that'd be sick in like a whey protein, like milk drink, hemp seed. Floating whole hemp seeds, so you have like a whole food there as well, not just whey protein isolate or an isolate, you know what I mean? So you have a whole food. Yeah, it's amazing to not see any of these drinks anywhere. Maybe it's got something to do with shelf life. I don't know, because I haven't gone through the process to make it. That could be the case. But goji berries, I would suspect they have a decent shelf life. I had them in my tinctures. Remember, these are tinctures that are alcoholic extractions of herbs, and then I would put goji berry in there, which I also consider a herb, by the way. Don't get me started on that, but I think the Chinese might almost agree with me. But anyway, so I'd put goji in it for flavoring things like, you know, I don't know, broccoli, moringa, most herbs, they taste not sweet. So I'd put goji berry in, you know what I mean, and sweeten it. And these things, not all of them, I just did that with a few. And these tinctures, you know, they all naturally turned sweet, by the way. That's just a side note, very interesting. The molecules ended up turning sweet. Don't forget that, you know, they're all bitters. When you extract it, if you have a tincture straight away, it's bitter. And in my opinion, I think it's more healing then, because the bitters are healing molecules. You know, sweet molecules are not so much. They're not medicinal. I mean, you could consider that context. You know, glucose could be medicinal for your brain if you need it, like your food is your medicine. But yeah, I'm talking a different standardization. Anyway, so the amino acid metabolism improvement, sorry, from goji berries, I think would be giving you tighter muscle. You know how you see like big bulgy dudes and they have like sort of, it's like big muscle but it's flabby and shit, because you know a lot of those drinks, they have like milk curd in them and casein. which is derived from milk and stuff. So it's like that and whey. If they're doing that all the time, you can see why they get those muscles. And I have the exact opposite. Like, I can't even develop those muscles. I feel the extra weight on my body, like if I'm going surfing or something. My body would like feel out of proportion. And I'm the type of like body type to build that really tight muscle, you know what I mean? And this would help you improve that type of muscle because it's improving amino acid metabolism. It's gonna be a cleaner process making tighter muscle. That's the only way I can put it without showing like scientific research. You have to just get that. It would congeal better. There'd be less toxins in the process, less byproducts and stuff, because it's saying it improves metabolism of the amino acids, right? For instance, remember chi energy metabolizes stuff. If I smoke cannabis, CBD1 helps metabolism. Metabolism is very complex, but anyway, I hope that helps somewhat. Hey Pete, live a little longer, Pete, so you can donate again. See what I'm doing, everyone? Trying to make Pete live longer so he can donate again. Right, human breast cells. Right, so anti-cancerous again. I'm pretty sure that's what that's saying, because it's saying anti-proliferative. So I'm pretty sure that that's going to be to do with cancer. Oh yeah, I kind of got to study this, but because I never studied this, I just keep hearing it. Enzyme, that's right. Yeah. Irradiation and oxidative resistance. Hepaprotective, so that's the liver. I better check. Yeah. Aminotransferase, alanine transmutase, lactose, ribonucleic acid. Remember what we had a look at the other day? Ribo sugar, ribose. Alright, that's all good. That's on the anthocyanins. They're like black pigments or dark purples, I think. Alright, more anti-cancer, so anti-pancreatic. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I was saying before, you know, like glucoside and glycosides are good for the brain, right? And they'll go to your muscle too after you work out. That's why it's in those drinks as well. But neuroprotective, right? And the brain takes a lot of energy, like 30% of your body's energy. So I'm expending a lot talking like this right now. And I could use some goji berries. So the neuroprotective ionized calcium binding adapter molecule. Glial fibrillary acidic protein. Holy shit, man. Remember what a glial cell is? I called the glial cell the shamanic brain shell. It helps with growth factors. Increasing cell viability and nuclear factor related factor expression. And this is a hardcore article. if I ever seen one. Okay, so enzymes, amyloid. Remember, amyloid plaque is associated with Alzheimer's. Amyloid B plaque is what builds up and is one of the issues with Alzheimer's. Right, so it's decreasing these things. So it's neuroprotective because it's decreasing DGAL-induced neural apoptosis, receptor for advanced glycation, beta secretase enzyme, amyloid beta protein. So it's reducing Alzheimer's there. Glial fibrillary acidic, that's not good, protein. And calcification. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to read this, but I can read between the lines because I've done so much of this type of study. Otherwise, some of you would be reading this like this is a difficult paragraph to understand, right? And it's reducing nuclear factor, inflammation marker expression, right? Because they don't explain this in the article, you know what I mean? You have to understand. I've forgotten this one, but let's have a look into it. Oh, what? I've got internet. What the fuck? Look, my internet is on. So strange. I don't know why my internet... Well, look, see, now it's just come back. Oh, yeah, amelioration to, yeah, like, make something better. Okay. Right. So it's saying it's going to make your heart better. Yeah, it's going to stop fiber necrosis, so the hardening of all your fibers in your heart. You know, it has lycopene in it too. I haven't mentioned that because it's red. Not a big deal, that shit is everywhere. People try and act like it is awesome or something now. I've seen like lycopene in a drink. Like they advertise lycopene. I'm like, fuck cunt, I can just go eat a fucking tomato. So it lowers fatigue. Yeah, so again, that's a second reason to use goji berry while working out. I'm going to start eating them. Probably before a workout, not after. You wouldn't be doing this for the protein because it's only 11 grams per 100 gram. So you'd be doing it for all these cleaning properties, all these neuroprotective properties and all this. To be honest, I don't know what this next paragraph is saying at all. I've got no idea of any of this shit and I don't want to research it all right now. Sterile, regular, bone. Sterols aren't they a fucking... Isn't it an alcohol? Oh no, it's a lipid. Amphiphilitic lipid. So that's non-water loving, I think. Hold on, this word here. I think that means non-water loving. Oh, both hydrophilic and hydrophobic parts. Oh, that's why it's like amphibious. Alright, okay. Got it. Righto, so it's just a molecule that likes fat and water instead of either or. I'm not going to go into that whole paragraph, it's too complex. It does more good shit. So this is apparently from the seed oil. This is saying it's from the actual seed oil. Does all this stuff, decreasing peroxone. Let's have a look what that is. Right, so if it's stopping that, it's stopping oxidative stress again in another way, just another pathway that it's stopping oxidative stress. Or what everyone goes on about why you need antioxidants, right? Free radicals, blah blah blah. Oh, that was a sick article written by Pooja Toshniwal Pahari. Well done. What is she? Clinical radiological diagnosis expert or some shit? Oral lesions. Fucking hell. Hectic. Good article by that lady. Well, that was on the black goji berries, don't forget, because the anthocyanins, sorry, not cyanidins, the black things, they're not going to be in the red goji berry. So some of those things are not going to be part of the red goji berry. I have a feeling the neuroprotective stuff, because the black and purple molecules love to go to the brain. Goji berry, the red one, would still have that cardiovascular paragraph fully active, I'm guessing, because the red pigments go for the cardiovascular system. So that's how we could tease them apart, just in case you're wondering. Now I'm just going to go back to normal goji berries. Same stuff. Oh yeah. The chemical issue, obviously pesticides, but titanium is what I heard from I think both David Wolfe and Dr. Kazar, and they're the two most leading health experts in the world by far, because they actually do superfood. Remember that Dr. McCullough and stuff would refer to David on stage to answer stuff, you know. Everybody was, oh, Dr. McCullough, remember him? Okay, let's see why that is. Yeah, the harvesting process. And increasing demand? No, that's bullshit. It's because inflation and price gouging. Right, let's have a look what Medical News Today says. Natalie Butler. Protects the eyes, yep. Yeah, look how good that last lady's article was, that Pooja lady. Oh yeah, here's zeaxanthin she did not mention. Although her article was sick. That was so like intense, you could keep learning from it. But anyway, zeaxanthin is, I believe, orange-red pigment. So that's why it's next to carotenoids. And we know that, you know, these orange pigments help the eyes. Even vitamin A, which is like yellow, even that does a little bit, but definitely the oranges and into the reds for sharpness. This helps with sharpness. Zeaxanthin helps on your eyes with sharpness. What would I say that carotenoids do? Like clarity, I guess. There's a difference. Once you have the focal lens, you know, clear, then you want sharpness as well, and that zoom. So think of zeaxanthin as zoom in your eyeballs. So all these foods with zeaxanthin will help your eyeballs like zooming in and out, which is what I need desperately right now. I'll tell you what, after living in the third world for fucking 5 years, I'll tell you what, I need me some nutrition back in Australia. That's why I'm so keen on like getting a career job, because you guys can't donate enough that I need Even if you guys donated $1,000 a month, I'd want to eat better and better. That, like, it's not just greed, it's like I know, so I want to do it because I know. And the only reason I don't is because I'm like poor. So any amount of money, I'd start eating healthy and it would just make me need more money. I'm telling you. Like, I mean, not just basic stuff, like all the health foods, you know, like you walk into all the rare stuff. Like, they don't sell half of the stuff in a good health shop at a supermarket. Right, so if you've got diabetes or anything like that, I definitely put goji berries on the diabetic list. Again, because it's that red pigment as well, it's going to be sitting in the veins. Also, it's chi energy, it's unblocking. You know, unblocking is like a secret alterative. An alterative herb alterates processes in your body, and you could say the same thing for this. Because it's chi, because it's a chi food, it automatically has a type of alterative ability. Not necessarily in all things, no. Not necessarily in the calcium ion channel, I don't know. But for some things, you know what I mean? And I don't know, and fucking science probably doesn't know. But I'm recommending it in the sense of this, because sugar and chi, you know, are both energetic to the body. And diabetes is, you know, an energy problem, not just an insulin problem, you know. If you study what diabetes 1 and 2 are, and then the insulin dilemma. Yeah, anyway. Guys, I gotta go. I'm getting sore from talking. I need to eat. I've been surfing for like 3.5 hours, so I'm really sore. I gotta go. And now I'm getting like stressed. I need to smoke a joint. There's so much fucking intense study. Need a break. Alright, let's have a look here. Consumed 120 milliliters of goji berry use daily, or a placebo. They completed questionnaires on their neurological, psychological, and musculoskeletal systems, digestive and cardiovascular complaints. And what did they say? They said vision and stuff. Okay, what did they say? Alright, the group given the goji berry juice reported improved energy, ability to focus, enhanced athletic performance, yeah, definitely, mental acuity, and feelings of calmness and contentment by day 15. I have to agree, when I used to eat goji berries, I definitely noticed very grossly those effects. Remember, I made a tea, you can see this in probably the Conscious Zine playlist. I made a tea of moringa and goji berry. So you soak the goji berries in there, then pop some moringa in, because you don't want to destroy the moringa as much as the gojis, because you're trying to extract out of the little goji berries. So open them up, like physically cut them in half or something as well, because you're trying to extract out of the goji. The moringa you put in after. Yeah, so it was a moringa and goji berry tea. Probably avoid boiling it, because remember that's cooking water, and you get a leukocyte white blood cell reaction, because it's not natural. But yeah, basically to 80-90 degrees, get yourself some goji berries and some moringa, and put it in a tea. And you put those two together and they'll be very high vibe. They'll be super nutritious, right? Because moringa, you know, moringa's called the drumstick tree in India because it's so nutritious. It's also got a protein content like goji berries on that good tight building muscle protein amino acid stage there. research on animal models. Prevents liver damage. We read that already. Yeah, anyway, I'd agree with those study results. What did I say? No negative effects. Yeah, no negative effects. I mean, it was just all amazing when I had it. I also would put it in sugar-free yogurt with hemp seeds and triple seaweed mix. So you have a tri-seaweed mix. Beta carotene is responsible for orange-red color pigment, and that's all saying about zeaxanthin. It goes into that red range. Oh, here we go. It's going to say more about zeaxanthin. Immune system, apparently. So many researchers believe that zeaxanthin can prevent macular degeneration, progressive vision impairment that occurs when the central part of the retina or macula deteriorates. Yeah. Anyway, it sharpens your eyesight. That's what they haven't said here. Maybe they should do some studies. Alright, that's it for me. Avoid it for this reason. Yeah, man, thanks for donating. Pete's Pressure Washing from Florida, USA. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed learning some of these new things. If you guys want me to make you a $30 Bandit food plant teaching video, just donate $30 to Consciousazine. That's the website name. At Gmail, PayPal. $30 or more, and I will do one of these videos for you as well. Enjoy.